This crossing's been closed since Israeli troops invaded the Palestinian side in May and occupied the terminal. It used to be one of the main points for freight, but now aid has been going down the border about 40 kilometres to a different crossing with Israel. Under the ceasefire agreement, the number of trucks going into Gaza has to increase tenfold. And we've been told by Egyptian officials that already there's been a much greater number of trucks able to enter Gaza. And the hope, of course, is that without fighting underway inside Gaza, solving the problem of distributing the aid, which has been one of the major issues, aid has been getting into staging areas but not reaching the population, which has been displaced multiple times, and all the organisations, particularly UNRWA, the UN organisation, which is the main distributor of aid, hasn't been able to do so, especially with bombardment underway and ongoing conflict in many parts of the Gaza Strip, and a complete breakdown of the infrastructure in the Strip, and bans on movement as well. So the hope is that all of that's going to change. They're going to be able to surge aid in. We're seeing that happening already. We're seeing dozens and dozens of trucks. Most of them are filled with food. Some have got blankets and other shelter types of shelter for people. They're all going in now. And Egyptian officials say that number's going to continue to increase until hopefully this is part of an effort to get around 600 trucks a day into the Gaza Strip. And then once the ceasefire, if it does in fact progress to a second stage, and this crossing opens for humanitarian re-entry, that would mean those Gazans who fled, who left, who've been sheltering in Egypt or in other countries, if they choose to do so, if they think it's possible, if they think it's safe, this is likely where they'll return. This is where Gazans used to go in and out of the Strip. This was the crossing for them. It wasn't controlled by Israel, it's controlled by Egypt. So this is where they were able to leave and go in and out for study or business. And so hopefully if they do want to come back, this is where that is going to happen. Another key thing that's going to happen here is the reconstruction efforts. It's likely, if they do occur, that a large part of it will be staged here and will enter through this Rafah crossing. So it's going to be crucial in the later stages of the ceasefire that this crossing is reopened, that it is restored, and in fact the capacity is increased.